Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm Eileen Nestman. Okay, so this is a tag I'm creating right now, and it is the AuthorTube Defying Writer Stereotypes tag. So, it's not really a question, but thing number one is to name 3 to 5 writer stereotypes that don't apply to you and explain why. So I'm just going to count on my hand. The first writer stereotype I defy is being an introvert. I am very much an ambivert, which means sometimes I get my energy from being alone and sometimes I get my energy from being out with others. I love to go hang out with friends, but I do have definite times where I do want to be alone. I like both. I'm an ambivert, and I think I lean more towards being an extrovert because I'm always trying to hang out with friends, invite people over, have girls' nights, just have fun. I'm an ambivert, not an introvert. Okay, the second writer stereotype that doesn't apply to me is caffeine. I mean, I love myself a Dr. Pepper, but I don't drink coffee, and I don't drink tea leaf tea. I do drink herbal teas, like peppermint, apple cinnamon, sleepy time, those ones. But I don't drink, like, tea made from tea leaves. Yeah, so that one doesn't apply to me. The third writer stereotype that I don't feel like applies to me is being a cat person. I mean, I have nothing against cats. They're cute, they're good for getting rid of mice. They make me sneeze though. But I mean, I play with my friend's cats. I play with my sister-in-law's cat. But I'm not necessarily a cat person. I love dogs. If anything, I would say I'm a goat person. I grew up on a little bit of acreage, and I live in an apartment in a small city right now, and I don't even have a yard or any kind of pet. But yeah. So I like animals in general, I guess you could say. Not necessarily a cat person. Okay, number 4. Let's see, a fourth stereotype that I defy would be I'm a slow reader. I've always been a slow reader. I actually have ocular motor dysfunction, and basically what that means is it's harder for me to track across a line. And I mean, in high school, I took visual therapy to help with that, so I'm a little bit of a faster reader now. I read at about a 9th grade speed. I am 25, so shows you the difference there, but I mean, I am a slow reader, so I tend not to read as much or take on huge books because I know it'll take me forever. A good example of that is I have had The Way of Kings sitting at my bedside for several months now. I mean, my husband has it. He loves reading it. But because I want to read it, I want to know the story. All my friends love it. But because I am such a slow reader, it intimidates me. Okay. And a fifth writer stereotype that I defy. I love to share my work in any form. Rough drafts, third draft, second draft, like I will share my work. I'm not afraid to share that with others because I feel like if people understand it's a rough draft, they'll know that it'll change and it can be improved, so I don't have to feel ashamed or embarrassed to share that. Okay, second point. What part of the writing process is hardest for you? For me, it's definitely editing. I feel like I'm never done editing. I mean, whether it's plot editing or line editing or any of that, I just feel like it's hard. Again, I think that goes hand in hand with me being a slow reader, because I just spent forever typing this thing, and now I've gone through it several times and there's still a lot of mistakes, and so for me that's really frustrating. Okay, third point. Do you ever feel imposter syndrome as a writer? What about as a YouTuber? I definitely feel imposter syndrome, and what that is you feel like you're not actually a writer or a YouTuber or whatever you feel you're an imposter of. You feel like you're a wannabe, but you're not usually. It's just you feel that way because maybe you don't feel like what you have is adequate. So I definitely get this, where I feel imposter syndrome for writing, and especially for YouTube. I used to erase my old videos because they would make me cringe, and I have set a goal for myself not to do that, just so that if I ever do like pick up on having a larger fan base or whatever, they can see that I used to be a dork. Because I think YouTubers who have really old videos back from before they were big and they're totally dorky, it gives me hope that maybe I can make it in both YouTube and writing. So yeah. Okay. And the fourth point, do you generally receive support or skepticism about your writing? I can't actually think of a time where someone's been skeptical about me being a writer. And everyone's really supportive. My parents are supportive, my grandma is supportive, my friends are supportive, my husband's supportive. But part of that is the friends I choose. And also, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I don't want to only be a writer. I want to be a school teacher for elementary, and I'm working towards that goal right now. So I think that it might be different if I was only going to be a writer, that I would probably receive more skepticism. But for me and my situation, I receive a lot of support, and my husband writes, and my friends are pretty intellectual people. So yeah, lots of support, and I appreciate that. If you don't, let me know so that we can know to support you even more on this, on AuthorTube and through social media platforms, because I think everyone should be able to receive that support that they need. Okay, and then the fifth and last part is share a piece of advice for new writers. My piece of advice is you can write how you want. You don't have to become the person that all of the YouTube channels say you need to be. Be yourself, write for yourself, so that we're all sharing something new and something different. Because if we all become carbon copies of one another as writers, our works are all going to be really similar, and that's boring, and I want to read lots of different stories. So that's my advice. Anyways, thanks for watching. And I have a lot of people to tag in this because they've all asked me to tag them. So I'm just going to go down the list and I will be reading these. So I'm tagging Lisa Koreis, Emma Rosen, Angela McKee, who is FictionalFangirl on YouTube, Shann Beehm, I'm sorry if I say any of these wrong, Magic Frigren, Sheila C. King, Danika Stanley, Lauren Sevier, Dahlia DeWinters, Katharine Francis, and Samantha Davidson. So all of you guys are tagged, and I will leave the questions and points of this tag in the description below. And please let us know, and when you have completed your YouTube video, if you want to copy and paste the URL into the comments here, I would love that. If you have any feedback for me, let me know also in the comments. And if you liked this, be sure to like and subscribe for more and ring that bell so you can be notified right when I upload. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!